your leadership team is saying, we need to reclaim budget now, the instinct is often across the board cuts. But blanket cuts don't reclaim budget. They usually create surprise costs later through delays, quality issues, churn, and firefighting. I'm Joseph Carpenter, a national practice partner at Era Group, a global cost optimization consultancy that helps organizations reduce and control non-core spend through rigorous analysis, supplier insight, implementation, and ongoing monitoring. I've spent more than 30 years in leadership across business and government, and I've seen the same cycle repeat. When pressure hits, companies cut fast instead of cutting smart. The better approach is strategic spend analysis, finding the spend that isn't producing the outcome you think you're buying and converting it into usable budget. The first point is to see spend clearly. The first way to reclaim budget is to make spend visible in a way leaders can trust. Most companies have the data, but it's fragmented. AP, purchasing cards, T&E, subscriptions, different owners, different naming, different stories. So consolidate 12 to 18 months of spend, normalize vendor names and categories, and split recurring versus one-time and contracted versus discretionary. When data is messy, leaders don't decide, they debate. When spend is clean, you can act quickly and confidently. So the key idea here is clarity creates speed. Second point is find budget in the leakage zone. Don't start with the biggest suppliers, start with the leakage zone, the spend that slips through governance. This is where budget hides. Duplicate vendors doing the same job, off-contract buying, inconsistent pricing for identical outcomes, unused subscriptions and auto renewals, and tail spend that's small individually, but massive in aggregate. Leakage is powerful because it often has low operational dependency. You can remove it without disrupting delivery. The key idea is that the easiest savings are often the least visible. The third point I want to make is shift from price to total cost. The third move is the one that makes savings stick. Stop arguing price and start managing total cost. A low invoice price can still be expensive if it creates rework, exceptions, delays, risk, downtime, or heavy internal labor to manage it. So instead of asking, can we negotiate this cheaper? Ask, what is this costing us beyond the invoice? And what outcome are we actually buying? That's how you avoid false savings and reclaim budget sustainability, by removing friction, not just squeezing suppliers. Durable budget comes from eliminating inefficiency. Finally, reclaiming budget isn't a one-time cost exercise. It's a repeatable capability. See spend clearly, remove leakage, manage total cost, not just price. If you want a practical next step, pull your top 50 vendors and bottom 500, and look for duplicates, off-contract patterns, and auto-renewing waste. You'll usually find quick wins you can redeploy into priorities without disruption. Because the goal isn't to spend less, it's to spend with intent and turn hidden inefficiency into capacity.